Hey everyone, it is Tuesday. I think it's the 21st of February. I can't ever keep days of the week or days of the month correct. So I think I'm on though. I think because I've had appointment on the 22nd. So that's tomorrow. It has to be the 21st. And I know it's Tuesday because we're on our call. So welcome. Those of you catching the replay, if you have questions about this or you want to go in deeper, let me know. I'm going to give you kind of a broad idea of kind of our philosophy of our mindset of how we handle things, how we do things, what kind of keeps us focused, and and then just a little bit on how to maximize the comp plan, this philosophy of pro, and an idea that we follow. We're not quite there yet, where I'll get there, but just we'll get to that. So three mindsets, three philosophies that we stick to. And if we could do this as a community, I believe we're going to go somewhere. Long-term vision, right? So the first one is long-term vision. Do you have a vision for you and what you want from this, right? Do you have a vision of something that drives you? Now, the vision is driven by the why. So I guess we need to step back and go, do you have a why? Why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you show up to learn about social media? Why do you show up to learn about leadership? Why are you taking the chance if you're in Europe where you can't get customers yet? What's your why? What is that behind it? And so I have a couple different whys. Some of them are monetary whys. And I believe you've got to be careful with those, because once you reach that point where you've made that payment or you've met that income level, if that's your only why, you will drop off in your effort. You'll drop off in your commitment, and that will not drive you. So it can be part of your why. Like my why, I want to build a house for my family, for my wife, or buy a house, build or buy, doesn't matter. But that they can not only have a place to call their own, right? Because we've moved a lot. We've moved like 17 years of marriage, we've moved about 10 to 12 times, right? And so we move all over the country, and we're ready to call a place home. And so we've been in one town now. We're on our second year, and this is going to be our home, probably our forever home. And that being said, I want to build or buy a house that my family can call their own, and we can start to do some of our ministry that we do with our youth and different things in our home. So that's one of the whys that I have. But as you can see, that why on why I want that house, why we want to be able to give them that house, goes beyond, I just want a really nice house, right? My why is we love serving people. We love helping people. We love just loving people in a way that they can go, you know what? That's not normal. There's something different there, and they ask me, why do you love me the way you do? Why do you care about people so much? And that why gives me the opportunity to share my faith. Now, that why drives my vision. We want to help. We have a number. We put a number on the vision. We did some vision training, and the number is there just because the number's there, right? But I want to help as many people as possible. So my vision that I wrote out, vision statement, was I want to help 100,000 families find financial freedom over the course of the next 10 years. And we're a year and a half in, coming up on our 2 years. But the ultimate goal is I want to help as many people find better as I can, right? That's our vision. And whatever that looks like, spiritually, physically, financially, however we can help people, that's what I want to do. And I want to be a part of them finding something that lets them chase after a better version of life than what they had. So many people here in the States live check to check, and they usually live check to check and on credit. So they're constantly getting a little bit deeper in the hole over and over and over again. And I believe that we have a way with network marketing, and specifically in Vitify, because I love what we have and I love the comp plan. I love the heart behind the company. I believe that we have a way to help people find that. Right. And so this long-term vision is needed. So number one, this philosophy that we stand behind, what we need as a company, not only as a company, but you as an individual, is long-term vision. Do you see past tomorrow? Do you see past a year from now? Do you have goals for 2, 5, 10 years? Like, can you see out there? So many people give up what they want most for what they want now. All right. So many people have this. Hey, I really would love to give my family a house. I really would help this many people find this, or I really just want to help people's lives become better. But in the moment, they see something they want now and they stop sacrificing or stop looking ahead, and they're like, oh, I want that. And then it puts them a step further away from their ultimate goal, right? And so long-term vision is needed. And us as a company, you as an entrepreneur, we need to do this together, right? We constantly need to be preaching the same thing. Do you have a vision? Is it powered? Is it fueled by your why, right? Can we go there? So it's going to be a constant theme. I've stopped talking about it a lot when we first started and we were going through all the struggles inside the United States. And we're still going through some, but it's kind of like where you're at in Europe right now, right? The struggles, my vision got us through the struggles. Our talking about our why got us through our struggles. Our being able to communicate, that got us through those. So long-term vision is number one. Understanding delayed gratification. So that goes back to, okay, what do I want most? And am I willing to sacrifice what I want now for what I want most, right? Pushing out that gratification, that delayed gratification. What I found with all great entrepreneurs, all huge business builders, all people that are their own boss, right? They're really good at pushing out their gratification. They get really close to their gratification. So I was a coach. I love football, basketball, baseball, golf. I love all sports, right? And every time we met an accomplishment, we set goals for the season. But every time we would come and say we wanted to win a conference championship, my younger kids would be like, well, now I want to win two. Like, one is not my goal, two is my goal, right? And or three, and four is the most you could win because you only have 4 years of high school. But they just kind of we would push out that gratification. Okay, we want one, but that's not good enough. We got to power down, right? Well, an entrepreneur has these goals and these desires, but every time they get close to them, they seem to push them out a little bit further. So if you can get really good at understanding the purpose behind delayed gratification and the reward, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger at the end, right? So delayed gratification. And then third, and this is what I'm going to focus on the rest of the call, understanding the power of compounding. We as a community have to understand this. We are really good when it's just us. We are better together. And as we start to gather a group of individuals to run with us, we can compound our efforts and really maximize what's going on, right? And so it's not about what you get to, it's what you can help your team get to. It's not about what you can help your directs get to, but their directs and their directs and their directs, right? This power of compounding. And our business is built around one major rank, and that's pro. It's the very first rank inside the company. You can hit it two ways. Right off the get-go in your first 30 days, if you hit pro, we now have a $300 bonus, right? $300 bonus for that pro. And you can do that in your first 30 days. If you don't do it in your first 30 days, you can do it 2 out of 3 months, 2 out of 3, right? Get to pro, that's 2,000 in volume. Now, what we have done, Kylie and I have done, we're constantly working towards hitting pro ourselves. So me as an individual, what I buy, what I sell belly to my customers, what my customers buy online, and for my directs that I enroll that month, my goal is to get to pro by myself, right? I want to do 2,000 in volume, me and Kylie alone. Okay. So we have an order that we run. We process our order ship every month for 160 bucks. It's 150 in volume. But we also place an order for our customers that are here local that don't buy online. So we do about a $500 order every single month, right? 25 bottles. Sometimes we need way more than that. I get behind on how many customers we have, but I try to have 25 to 50 bottles coming in every single month. Okay. So if it's 25, that's 500 in volume. So now I've got the 500 in volume that I've done. I've got the 150 in volume, 160 in volume for my auto ship, right? So it puts me at 32 bottles, 33 if you've added those customers to get your free bottle. But that's right around 650 in volume, 650, 660. Now I got to get to 1340, 1350 in volume for my customers that buy online and those that I enroll direct. If we as a company, right, as a community can learn to get to pro by ourselves, I can drastically raise your check. I have people that are senior. They do 5,000 in volume that the rank shows. They do way more than volume in that. But because of the way our comp plan works, you can earn money super deep, right? They get to senior, they get to master. Actually, she probably gets to master. But because of the way our comp plan works, and because we are focusing on increasing each, and I see individuals as circles underneath. So you put yourself at the top and then draw 3 circles. Well, if all they do is buy an auto ship, it's a small circle. But if each one has an auto ship, they have 10 local customers and they have 10 online customers, we're talking about 500, 600, 700 in volume per position. Now you're talking about a bigger circle. You're talking about your residual check going up. So she's right around master. She makes $3,000 to $4,000, maybe $5,000 a month because we have put a focus on each individual getting to pro themselves. Okay. So the comp plan grows, really maximizes when you can take your team and we really, one, get them to pro first, but number 2, help them get to pro by themselves. Don't worry about their team helping them push to pro. You get to pro by yourselves. It just really starts to grow things. And what we do is now we're extending people out. Hey, what keeps people? What are the 3 things? Do we know the 3 things that keep people inside a company, with a company? I'll tell you the 3 things if you don't know them. Number 1, probably shouldn't be number 1, but I think it is. This is Ryan's opinion. Do they make money? You help people make money, they're going to stay. Number 2, do they have a community that they love to be a part of? If you've created a community, not just inside the company, but you and your team have created a community, guess what? You're going to push people out from 6 to 9 months. They're going to start staying 12 to 24 and so on, right? And then the third one, do we have a product that's high impact? Does the product work, right? Those 3 things will keep people. And if we focus on the first one alone, can we help people make money? They're just going to stay longer. At the very least, they're going to keep ordering because what they make covers their order and they make a little bit, right? So tell me this, if you have $500 waiting on you, $500 waiting on you, are you willing to trade that $500 for a $150 auto ship? I will, every time. And if you won't, you're silly. I'll trade it. Okay, I'm going to give you 150. You're going to give me back 500. I'm constantly in the positive. I'm making money, right? Most people in network marketing will trade an even split. Hey, I'll give you 150. You give me back some product and you give me 150 in cash. I paid for my product. That's the point where people are willing to stay. But I want to move past that. I don't want you guys to break even, right? I want you to make money to where I'm trading my income, I'm trading a little bit of my money for product. And in return, you're giving me a bigger amount, right? We're constantly on that switch, but what I bring back is a lot more than what I put out, right? So if we can help people make money, they will stay. If we have a community, listen, if you're not getting your people involved in the community and you don't create a community with your team, like I would just have a little separate thread. I understand. I've always taught my teams to have threads. So I have a thread called V2Fi Foundation. It's mine with my directs, and some people add theirs, but eventually they pull their directs out, they stay in, and they create their own little message thread. They are creating a community to be a part of. So Dr. J is in my V2Fi Foundation. He's added some of his people to it. But then eventually, as he grew so much, he created his own message thread, his own little community. It's called Hustle and Heart. And they are still a part of World Changers, but they're a little bit tighter knit there, right? That group's tight knit. If you're not doing that, if you don't have a community that you're talking to on a daily basis, then you need to get plugged into one, right? And then as you grow your team, then you'll create your own little community. And it's just about staying connected, right? Lucian, I did not sign up Lucian. He's down here in the bottom corner. But Lucian was signed up on Dr. Thornton's team, right? They came in together. And that community I'm a part of, so I'm still a part of that community, right? But Messenger won't let me have a community of 1,000 people on Messenger. The most is at like 155. Right? So you got to create little sub communities. But what I'm watching is these little communities, man, they're tight. And the ones that are active, staying there and helping people make money, they create community and they love the product, they're staying. Actually, they don't even need to love the product. The other two will take care of. The third one, it's just an added, that third. But I'm watching the other communities that don't create community. They're involved, but they never created anything. They didn't invite their people over to the thread. They didn't invite their people to World Changers. They didn't help them hit pro. They didn't help them grow. Most of those communities are gone. They didn't stay. One, because they didn't make money. Two, they didn't have a place that they could belong to. And three, they didn't understand the value of the product. The product is good. It's high impact. But it can be one of the greatest products in the world, and people will stop taking it if they don't find value in it. And it's either value in what it's doing for them or finding value in the community or the money they're making from it. Does that make sense? I need us as a community to get this long-term vision, delayed gratification, understanding the power of compounding. If we want to compound, we have 3 things we have to do, right? Help them make money, create a community, and show them value in the product. Inside all that, the list creation, the tools, the videos and trainings we do, all that stuff is just extra, right? But that adds to the power of compounding and the value of the community, right? So if you're on here and there's 6 of you on here, or you catch this replay and you're like, well, I'm in World Changers, but I don't have a community that I talk to daily. I don't have a group that I'm a part of that I feel connected to. Reach out to me. Let's get you connected in a group. I've still got room inside that group. I know Dr. J will let me pull out some of those people of his if we're full. I don't think we are. Come join us. I think it's really good that you're a part of a community just to ask questions, celebrate successes, champion Vitify. And then there's times inside those communities, people just reach out and said, hey, I've had 3 crappy days. I just need to talk to somebody, or I need someone to, like we're just checking on people. It's community is huge. And so we can compound it, but if we don't have people that we care about, we don't have a connection, we lack connection, you can't compound anything. Does that make sense? So Kylie and I have always had this philosophy. We're going to leave people better than we found them. Okay. We're going to do all we can to connect. Now, I understand as the community grows, I can't connect with everyone at a high level, but I can connect with you with enough that I care, right? And we can stay connected to the best of our ability. But we do that, and then we do this, we go back to business. Do we want people just to run auto ships? Or do we want people to create a market that they're selling to belly, right? A bottle a day, or doing the social media strategy to where people see you online and go, I don't know what you're doing, but I could sure use the benefits you're talking about. I don't know what you're doing, but you talk about going here and doing this, and your kids are doing this. How do you afford all that? What business, what are you doing to afford all that? Where we create that connection there, and it leads to an online customer base, right? And then what that does is you take a 160 auto ship, you turn it into 500 in volume with that auto ship plus the customers and what they've got. Now you're really compounding the comp plan because well, I mean, you're going to make 5 to 8% just off the business volume there. All that's business volume, right? Back office purchase, anything bought by an online customer, that's business volume, right? We're not talking about enrolling distributors. That counts towards your pro, but that's not business volume. But if you can raise the business volume inside your community by helping people find customers, helping people become better on social media and putting themselves out there, and not talking about a flyer, man, if you're a flyer poster, you're doing yourself an injustice on social media. I wouldn't ever post flyers. I wouldn't ever make really pretty pictures with product and all that stuff. I'd never talk about a sell or buy this. I would constantly focus on the benefits of what we have. Better sleep, better mood, better energy, eliminating brain fog, helping yourself lose weight, right? Gut health, no more joint pain, better mood. Talk about the business side of it. Hey, going to the grocery store and not having to count your pennies as you go through it, you're going to have enough in the bank account. Being able to go on a vacation, being able to meet your kids' needs that they have. Talk about pain points. Last week, I talked about creating your avatar. If you haven't watched that, I would go back and watch it. But you're looking for pain points. So when you're in your social media, I'm talking about pain points, things that relate to the common person every day. And I'm as common as they come. So I get on social media looking to get away for a little bit. I get on there to do business, right? But majority of people get on there not looking to buy, right? Not be sold to, but they are looking, and they're always got those pain points in the back of their mind. And then they're willing to be shared with, right? Not sold to, but shared with. They're willing to be shared with. And that shared with, because you created a connection already by talking about pain points, then you share with them. Now they're looking to be a consumer. And I don't care what anyone says. I've bought the stupid stuff on Facebook. I bought the stupid stuff on Instagram. I've watched it and I'm like, oh, well, I could use that. And I've gone and bought it. I am always a consumer at heart. I'm looking for something that meets my needs, meets my wants, or makes my life a little bit easier or better, right? So if you can remember that, and we're not trying to sell to people, but you're trying to share with them and hit those pain points, you're going to be a lot more successful. I said your why drives your vision, right? I can't say that enough. I've started a couple times. I just want to make sure I got that into you. Your why drives your vision, right? Community, we're focused on three things: long-term vision, delayed gratification, and understanding the power of compounding. We can constantly preach this. We're going to be good. You're going to build something big. All right. I think that's about all I got for you. It wasn't very long. I think we've been on here about 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Yep, 25. So any questions on this? I'm going to go a little deeper into connection tomorrow. Really focusing on connecting with people at a high level, right? Where you can connect in different ways to do that. It's going to be focused on leadership, but it's also going to talk about social media. So we'll talk about the power of connection tomorrow. Lucian, did you have a comment?
Yes and no. I actually think I probably know the answer to my. I created a little group. Matter of fact, I think I invited you to it, like you're talking about. I call my group "Mad Making a Difference." And but I'm the only one post there. Nobody else does anything.
Well, sometimes the leader has to lead until there's a connection there where people want to be involved. And then you also have to remember, some people just want to sit and listen and watch.
Right.
Yeah. So is that a messenger thread, or is that a group on Facebook?
It's a Facebook group.
Okay. I might be in that somewhere. I'm talking more about the messenger threads.
Okay.
Where we go. But yeah, if you want that group, you're in Hustle and Heart.
Right.
That's a pretty good community, and you're also in World Changers. So if
okay, I just now realized what you're talking about with the messenger thread, the Hustle and Heart, which is messenger thread. I'm not sure if I'm intelligent enough to know how to create mine yet, but
Well, and I would just use the power of the one you have, but I can show you how it's super simple. You just go into Messenger and click the what's it look like? It's a pencil and paper. Looks like a square with a pencil.
Okay. Yeah.
You just click it.
I got a friend that can probably show me how to do it, because that's to me that's a super tool. I love our hustle and hard on Messenger thread.
Mhm.
I mean, because it's like yesterday. It's just neat to be part of something that you can go in there and say, "Hey, I need a little help," and bam, bam, they come respond. I posted a thing on my Facebook page, and then I posted it in Heart and Hustle. I said, "Hey, go give me a little love," and 8 or 10 people popped over there and did,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
it's just pretty neat.
Yep. That connection is pretty cool. And we use that. And that's another thing, guys.
I'm hoping I stumbled. I'm hoping I stumbled onto something that I'll share today. I've got 2 pretty hot prospects working this morning, and I literally just stumbled on this. Most every town of any size, say Clinton, and of course Greenbrier, where Dana's from, has a thread that's called Greenbrier News Needs to Know. And of course, Clinton, we have a Clinton Needs to Know. And
Yep.
so on both of those this morning, I published a "Did you know?" I didn't try to sell anything. I just asked them a question. Did you know? And gave some characteristics of our product. And I got a response from a pretty hot response from both towns.
Wow.
Kind of excited me.
That's good. Just taking
Because,
initiative.
I just think every little town of any size has got one of those on Facebook. All you got to do is put the name of the town in there and look it up.
Right. Right. I agree. I love the idea.
It'll be Russellville, did you know? Or Branson, did you know?
Right. Right.
Anyway, I'm just trying to throw out something that might help somebody.
No, for sure. I love it. I love the idea. I love people that take action. Get creative. So
And,
all right,
and
guys.
of course, I'm sorry.
No, I was letting you finish.
Oh, okay. And of course, I've got a person in Minnesota, and of course, I've been begging her to make me a list of the wellness people. She lives in a large town, so make me a list of the wellness people. I'll work them for you. But I've been trying for a month to get that list.
Now listen, Lucian, we've had to talk about different people like that. You can't draw oil from a water spout. It just doesn't happen.
That's true.
Don't waste your energy. Let's find people that want to run, right? That's the one thing that everyone has to remember. People want to do it or they don't.
Here's my biggest downfall in this business. And this is, of course, not the only business I've ever been in. I've been doing this since 1985 in various companies. But if you're a member of my organization, I'm not going to let you lose money. I'm not. Even if I have to reimburse you for what your initial and you want out. That's just me.
I understand. But you have to remember, this is a business. And people that want to run, I'm going to run with. People that don't, I'm not going to drag anchors. We cut anchors loose, we move on. And then if they want to resurface and go, hey, you know what? My bad. I want to get going. Or, hey, I'm here now. I'm available. That's fine. But you're slowing yourself down. Success loves speed. And if you're trying to drag everyone else along with you, you're running out of energy, trying just to get people caught up. You go forward, your vision and your heart should draw them there. And if they're not inspired by that, find people that are.
Okay.
So I know it sounds hard, but you're a coach. Not everyone wants to be a player and do all the work.
Right.
We're just in a society today where people just want to be begged, and I don't beg people. Like, I'm not dragging you along. I want to be with people that want better. I'm not allowing those people to hold me back into my past.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm about ready to tell her, hey,
just
like I
just
say,
love her. Hey, let me know when you want to get going. I've got to keep moving. I'm going to do something special, and tell them where you're going. This is my goal. I am going to be this by this time. This is where I'm going. If you want to connect with me, let me know. I'll get you going. But this is where I'm going. That might be all she needs. I love you. Let me know if you need help. But this is where I'm going. And maybe that fear of missing out, right? Like,
Mhm.
oh no, what's he doing? Like, I want to go.
Well, and of course, what interested me in her to start with is she has her own insurance agency, so I know she's got a little drive.
Right. But she's telling you she doesn't want to do business.
Yeah.
With her actions and her responses. She's telling you, Lucian, I don't want to do the business. I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah. And of course she and I guess a little light just went on. She was also a member of another business with me. She didn't do anything there either.
Yep. So she's showing you.
Answered my own question.
Yep.
All right, thanks, man.
You're welcome. All right, guys, if there's no more questions, we're going to hop off here. I'll let you guys go. I know some of you are close to bedtime. I'm getting close to hitting my afternoon exercise. I need to exercise. So, all right.
Thanks for the training, Ryan.
Yep, you're welcome. I hope it helped. We'll double down on this tomorrow.
Cheers, man. Enjoy your exercise.
Will do. See you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, bye.